So you use Git, but you don't know how it works. Let me help you out. This is going to be part of a mini series of where I'm going through Git and how it all works and the underlyings of it. So if you want to understand Git better or understand how to use it more effectively, give me a follow. Now today I'm going to be going over the life cycle of your Git files. In Git, for files specifically, right, you have tracked and untracked types of files, right? Untracked being files that you added in from your previous commits, and tracked are files that it already knows about. Now, your files can be either three things. They can be either unmodified, modified, or staged and ready to be pushed, ready to be committed, right? So your unmodified are files that you already have within your repo that you have not changed, right? So these are files that you have not edited. Modified are files that it knows about that have been edited, and staged is when you do git add, right? So git add adds it into the stage to be committed into the repository. Now, staging is very important because without staging, every time you would go to commit something, it would include every single file in your repository every time you go to commit something. So with staging, what you're doing is you're adding specific files that have been modified into the stage section, and only those files are what are being committed into your repository. So when you use git status, whenever you have files that are modified, it'll say files that have been modified under your git status. After you do git add for the specific files that have been edited, it would then throw it in here and then say, hey, these files have been staged to be committed. Now here's an example, right? So these are when they are in the modified section. So changes not staged for commit, right? It says modified. So that means that this file here has been modified. Then up top here, it says changes to be committed. These changes have been staged and they're in the staging section ready to be committed to your repository. Now here's a question. Can a file be both staged and unstaged? Yes, it can be both staged and unstaged. Let me show you something. Now this is an example. See, contributing is both in staged and unstaged, because remember, when you stage a file, it's saving that state of that specific file of exactly when you added it to the stage section. So if you go to change it, there will be changes that it's not tracking that have not been staged yet. So that's one thing for you to keep in mind. If you make a little change after you stage it, those changes will not be in the stage section for that file. So you would need to make sure that you stage everything and add everything before you send it to be committed. Now, this goes without saying anything about the .gitignore file. If you have anything in your .gitignore file